We all know that the world is a hot mess express right now, but what does this mean for you in human design? Human design, there are 9 energy centers, and the one I want to speak about today is the spleen. The spleen is your intuition, especially if you are a splenic authority in human design. But just because you have a defined spleen does not make you splenic. The way you absorb information and the way you let fear run your show is greatly impacted whether your spleen is undefined or defined. If you have a defined spleen, that means that your intuition, your fears, they are your fears. You are not absorbing that from anyone else. You really trust yourself to know the difference between what's safe, what's not safe. And generally speaking, you do trust these instincts, but also you can become desensitized to fear. You can stay in situations far longer than you should, and you can justify situations that maybe aren't very good for you as being somehow logically correct. If your spleen is undefined, meaning that it's not colored in, you are constantly absorbing fear and amplifying it. Majority of the time, that fear isn't even yours. These people will hold on to people, habits, environments that are not actually good for them. The fear will come and go. It will be sporadic, but it will feel very, very intense. And at the end of the day, they won't really trust themselves. And they'll have this fear of trusting others as well. But they'll hold on to this thing because it feels very familiar, not because it's actually safe or good for them. So that's why a lot of times, especially right now in today's day and age and all the craziness going on in the world, there is this hardcore level of anxiety, of like deep fear, whether it's about the chaos going on in the world or the AI taking over the world or whatever the thing is. There is this like huge amplification of fear and anxiety, and it's coming from all of those undefined spleen centers. What happens is a lot of people start making decisions from this place of fear. They'll be like, oh, let me try to fix it. A lot of times, if you have this awareness that you have an undefined spleen and you feel anxious as hell, you can just pause for a second and be like, is this fear even mine? And I'm not saying we need to live under a rock and put our head in the sand. What I'm trying to say is that fear should not be running your life, but especially if you have an undefined spleen, it's realizing that a lot of times this fear, this anxiety that you're picking up on and then you're amplifying out, you don't need to be making decisions from this place. You need to simply feel it, question it, release it. Fear is the same energy as excitement. So it's like allowing the energy to process and flow through your body and then making more aligned decisions. Because a lot of times fear doesn't mean that something's wrong. It means that you're in a room full of fearful people.